Last year was crazy hot for Calgary real estate market. Close to 30,000 homes getting sold. Even in December itself, more than 1,200 homes got sold. Rows and apartments were crazy hot in the sales perspective. Even the smaller towns like Adri and Cochrane was also not left behind. If you are planning to buy in Calgary, or you have already invested, or you're living in Calgary, do watch this video till the end. I'll be sharing my suggestions on the top area to invest in Calgary based on the stats. Hello everyone, my name is Mandeep Dhesi and let's dig deeper into Calgary real estate market. As we already discussed, close to more than 1,200 homes got sold for the month of December, with the average benchmark price eased close to $500,000 in the month of December, which was lower 5%, which we saw in the month of May itself. While prices have came down, but if you talk about year-on-year basis, it is still a growth of 12% if you have invested in Calgary real estate market. If you talk about total residential price is more than $500,000, but if you're particularly focused about detached home, the price is hovering above 600,000. Semi-detached is more than 550, with a row is more than 350, 100,000, and the apartment is around 280,000, with a growth of 9.2% in the apartment sector itself. So we talked about that detached home. There are 1,200 homes getting sold. People are crazy buying detached home. They love buying detached home in Calgary. If we can see from the numbers itself, in the month of December, 617 detached homes getting sold with a year-on-year growth of 10%. And then we have semis, which is like 2 units joined together, which is 87, only 87. I know you must be laughing. And then we have a row, which is 189 units getting sold, followed by apartment 311, because the price point. So either people go for detached home or they go for apartment. So you can see that because that is being shown from the sales of the units itself. So if you talk about the year-on-year basis itself, we have more than 15,000 detached home getting sold with a growth of 14%. Semis is 2,500 with a growth of 12%. The interesting thing is the row homes, which is sold more than 5,000 with a growth of 15%. So if you have purchased or you're moving there, you have invested, you can see the row homes, which is also called as townhomes in fact, so have a growth of 15%. Then followed by apartments, more than 6,000 apartments getting sold with a growth of 9%. But if you talk about sales perspective, rows and apartments saw the maximum sales happening, with apartments 50% increase on year-on-year basis. So a lot of people are buying apartments compared to the last year, and the row is 31%. That's an interesting thing to see. But overall, the sales of detached are down 7% just because of the high price point, because when the interest rates went up, people affordability came down. Because of that, people moved away from detached. That is what is shown in the stats also. Minus 7% growth, followed by duplex. They call it semi-detached with minus 3%. But the people were crazy buying about rows and apartments, as we already talked about it. Now another thing that must be exciting to you is which area to focus on, where you saw the major growth in the numbers perspective. So if you're planning to invest in Calgary, Northeast in the month of December saw the major growth, which is 13.3% year-on-year basis, followed by East, which is 13.2. Then we have South, East and North comparatively same as double-digit growth. But on the other side, Northwest, West or South or City Center, they only have single-digit growth. So you need to be very particular if you're an investor or a first-time home buyer, you're looking for a growth. You need to focus on these areas where the numbers are looking more promising. So the price of Calgary market remains almost stagnant, and the high came around 2020 when we were hit by COVID. The supply went down, people were crazy looking for homes. It saw a peak, and another peak came in the start of 2022 when the supply was really down, and there's a high interest scenario. You know the story already. So you can see the spikes in Calgary real estate market. This is a good thing to note if you are a veteran investor in the Calgary real estate market. Now let's talk in particularly about detached homes. If you're planning to buy a detached home, where you saw the major number of sales happening. The number one was South, which is 127 homes, followed by Northeast, more than 100 detached home getting sold with the average benchmark price of 472,000, which is growth of more than 15%. And then if you're looking to plan to buy an apartment, obviously apartment sales will happen more in the core downtown area. So City Center saw 139 apartments getting sold, followed by, these are like double-digit numbers, which is South, and then we have Northwest and Northeast saw the minimum apartments getting sold. And if you talk about semis, it is only 87 semis getting sold. The top one was City Center, followed by we have north or south itself. And then if you talk about road, the townhomes, the peak one was getting sold in south, followed by northeast with the average price of 250,000-300,000, and then it is northwest itself. So now you can plan it out which area you need to focus based on the particular type of home you are planning to buy. Now let's move out of Calgary into the suburb areas. Which all the cities you should be focused on? The primary city you need to talk about is Airdrie, which is a very close proximity to Calgary. The average benchmark price is 477,000, which is 12% growth on year-on-year basis, followed by Cochrane, which is average price around $500,000, 10% growth on year-on-year basis. Obviously, if you're looking for something luxury, you can go for Chestermere area, but overall, if you have to see about the numbers perspective, most number of sales happened in the Airdrie and followed by Rocky View regions, which is north of Calgary itself, and then Foothill region itself, which is 67. So you need to structure your investments or your purchase accordingly, where you can see that sales and transitions happening. So this means people are moving into those communities. So this was the overall picture about the Calgary real estate market and the neighborhoods, and with the price hikes and the numbers and how this will look in the January month. Definitely will talk to you in the first week of February. Let's talk about the top areas to invest or to buy your home in Calgary real estate market. Number one is the detached home. If you're planning to buy a detached home, go for the northeast area with the average price of $500,000, which saw a growth of more than 15%, in fact, on year-on-year basis, followed by the east. This is good if you're looking for an investment property because the prices are around 400,000 with again a growth of more than 14%. And if you're looking for apartments, obviously it will be the downtown area, the city center, with the average price of 300,000. The growth was not magical there, but 7%. But that is our recommendation, to have high rise in the core of downtown area where people love walking to their work or they live close to their workplace. Another one to talk about is the townhomes. If you are planning to buy a townhomes, our suggestion is to go with the northwest, where the average price is around 360,000, which saw a growth of 12%. Second area to look for is the northeast. Prices are more than 250,000 for the townhomes, which saw a growth close to 20% year-on-year basis. This is based on our recommendations, based on the numbers. Now, if you want to dig deeper in the details, we are there to help you out if you are planning to buy in Calgary real estate market. Thanks for watching our video. If you want us to make more content like this, do share your thoughts, comments, and share this with your friends and family.